No! We're not done yet! You haven't seen anything! Get ready!
What's good, people? It's your boy Kung Fu d.wulf coming at your reaction to chapter 463, Tragedy of Rigan Kingdom. I haven't seen one opponent that he hasn't brought an upset to, so I don't see Kishou breaking that chain of opponents. But I'm rooting for. This is the first time I don't want Kishou, an opponent, to fucking be decimated, because first of all, we get in this chapter the fact that Kishou, he's from his father was a great general. Okay, the father of Kishou, his name was Kishou. Okay. He was a great general. His general expertise and his army were so great, it's insane. He fought against an opponent. It looked like from the battle plans I'm seeing right here. Against this nearby city named Anka, his opponent. He was it was a 2-to-1 battle. His forces were so great, they were such high level. They contended with a 2-to-1 disadvantage. 2 men for every 1 man. So they were they had double. Anka had double the amount of forces that Kishou had. And he took the battle. He is that great of a general. And now I see where Kishou gets his battle expertise and why he's such a great general. But the thing is, nobody known about him because of this great tragedy of Rigan. And the fact that this battle, it shows. It was like a massacre of epic proportion. We have Kishou, Ryuta, and Bate, and we get to find out about them too, that their parents were killed. So they're basically Kishou's adoptive brothers, because Kishou adopted them as adoptive sons. So now I see why they're such a strong bond. Because I was because you see bonds within Kingdom, with what's his name, the 5 heavenly guys, Renpa, with Renpa and his subordinates. He was pissed. He was pissed and sad. You could see when his couple of his subordinates were killed. Okay. And when the elder that was his strategist, his number 1 strategist, was killed, he was just I'm sorry that I let you die in such a place and by such an opponent. And this is even more of a bond because they're basically brothers. So Ryuto, Bate, I don't know, it's Chinese. That's as good as I'm getting with that. Ryuto, Bate, and Kishou, they're basically all brothers. That's why their bond is so concrete. And this battle between Rigan and Anka, the last battle was insane. The Battle of Tonko, okay? Rigan had a 1-to-5. It was a 5-to-1. Rigan was 5-to-1 against Anka. You're telling me that you have 5 times the forces of an army and you are destroyed? You are decimated? That's how great this general was. I could imagine if Kisui's father, even though I'll get to the end, but even though fucking Kisui took on his mantle, I could imagine if Kishou probably would have been someone like fucking Renpa. He might have been someone like Renpa. But because of what happened later, after the battle when he wins the 1-5 battle, first of all, which is insane. You have an opponent that has 5 times the forces of you, and you are destroyed. You're decimated. You're fucking... They beat you? Like, come on. That's crazy. But the bullshit was about this was the fact that from the back, his son goes and takes Rigan and takes everybody hostages. Ryuto and Batai, they're there because they suffered such grievous injuries from this battle of Tonko, because it was fucking you're going against 5 times the forces. You're not getting out of this battle unscathed. Okay? But the general of Anka was destroyed. The battle was won, and the fact that this little piece of shit that was Anka's that's Anka's son goes and takes Rigan while they're battling is the biggest cop out I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is bordering on the lines of fucking, like, this is the biggest form, some of the biggest form of cowardice I've ever seen. Instead of going to back up his father, he goes and takes a city that has civilians in it. Civilians and wounded soldiers. Now, even though this is like an opportune moment to do that, you're gonna do it while your father's getting slayed and his forces are being decimated? Come on. And what happens is he takes everybody hostage, this little bitch, and even though Ryuto and Batai are fucked up, they still fight against them, and they can't, they're not good. They're injured, first of all, from this battle of a 1-5 army. And they still fight, but they're taken hostage. And this piece of shit, he decides he's going to exchange the children, the women, the older generation, and all the wounded soldiers for himself. For Kishou, the general of the army, and he's gonna the son of the Anka is gonna exchange it with all the seasoned vets of the Kishou army. And Kishou's such a great fucking person that he, without a second thought, and even his soldiers say, we care more about our children than we care about our lives. And Kisui's like, damn. Like, he's surprised, but he's still in. He doesn't want this to happen. He doesn't want his dad to die, because we know what's gonna happen. And what happens? They exchange it, and you know who comes in to oversee this? Zhao. The Zhao army's big fucking like the one of the Great Heavens that did the coalitions. I can't even remember his name because he hasn't been in the story for a minute, but he's been on the sidelines. He goes there and he says, what happens right now with this ceasefire and this exchange is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And if anything, any funny shit happens, we're stopping it in its tracks. So he's basically like the balance in this exchange to make sure shit doesn't go oury. Okay? But the ending, yo, his father is burned alive and all the soldiers, and it sucks. And his father's just there, looking at his son into his eyes, and his son is crying blood. This shit was intense, and everybody in the back is crying. Damn. And we get to see what those little dolls are. They're basically like little amulets to make sure that they're like given from father to son, I think, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I think it is. And those little like dolls that Kyokai took from one of the, I think Ryuto it was, yeah, Ryuto. It's like basically a bond, like a talisman of some sort, to make sure that they like it's for good luck or self. But it really had not. I didn't really care about that part. But the characterization between Kishou and his father, damn, I was like, this is an intense scene. And you're seeing your father burned alive with all the other vets that you've known. But in the end, Kishou becomes even greater than his father was. And the older granny that Kyokai's talking to, and the one that's explaining the story, says, well, that's the reason why Kishou can change the tide of battle so much, because people respect him as much as Kishou, because Kishou was such a great general, and Kishou basically took on that mantle. And then we get to the end, where we have the third night at Kokyo, and we have Kanki, Shin, and Kishou. And it says this: and then, as a blood-red dawn rose from the horizon and marked the start to the fourth day of battle of Kokyo. And on this day, which would see the most devastating combat yet, the main stage would be set at Kishou's grounds. So Kanki is coming. He's coming. He's coming for Kishou. And it says the most devastating combat yet. That means there's going to be some decimation from Shin and Kanki. And I don't know if Kishou's gonna die. We might get. I was thinking that Kishou might die because we haven't heard of this guy. Because he's basically like a toe. He's a beast that was like hiding, okay. But I thought that he might be killed by Kanki. He still might. You don't know, because Kingdom shit can get crazy. Fucking Shin, he slew a general by mistake once, which was insane. One of the Dragons Away, by mistake. It wasn't even on purpose. It was by mistake. So you don't know. Shit, Kanki might end up killing him in the end too, or we might end up having a Renpa situation where he retreats. And maybe he's put into like a higher position of power or something because he doesn't have the forces he needs. I don't know. Maybe one of the heavens will come and help him. But it's looking 50-50 here because he's such a great general. Because either he's going to die. And like I thought it was 100% that he was going to die by Kanki. But now it's starting to look more like not an even playing field, because Kanki's a crafty motherfucker. But it's looking more into the fact that I'm balancing it out with Kishou and Kanki now. I'm not saying Kishou not gonna die, but I'm not saying he is going to die anymore, because I thought he was. But this was a good chapter. I like the backstory, the explanation on it. The author of Kingdom, he knows what the fuck he's doing. And there's a reason why this anime is such a great... this manga is such a great manga, but it's slept on by a lot of people. So it's your boy Kung Fu d.wulf. Like, comment, subscribe. Read Kingdom. Read it. Start reading it if you have not read it, because it is a great manga. And it just keeps getting better. Okay? The pinnacle has yet to be The pinnacle of this manga has yet to be reached. And it will not be reached for a long time, it looks like. And it's still getting greater and greater as it goes on. I'm not going to say it's One Piece now, but I'm going to say it's pretty damn high up there. Okay? I will even go as far as to say that it's better than Naruto. And Naruto is one of the big three. One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. Now, I like Naruto. I was a fan of Naruto, but towards the end of Naruto, shit just got crazy. Too many unexplained situations, too much shit. But this explanations are always explained in detail, and it's great. So, peace.